Good morning, beautiful beings, and welcome to Therapy Thursdays. All right, on the daily guidance with me, Wingish Nube Mijenki Kwe, sweet grass water medicine woman, friendly freaky ass medicine woman, also Christianna Carr superstar, or Chris Carr superstar, just Christianna Carr, right? Whatever works, it's okay. Whatever works. Never had a problem with what people called me. Christy was one. I don't like to be called Christy. It's a pretty name, Christy. Yes, it is. Just when I hear that, I hear it like, hey, Christy. Hey, Christy. Oh, creeps me out. This little baby. Well, she was older than that little baby right there. That was somebody that caused a lot of pain in the family for a lot of the children. And that's how he said my name. It was really creepy. Hey, Christy. So that's the reason why I don't like to be called Christy. Though it's a beautiful name, right? And I don't, I think people, all Christies are beautiful. Most of them. My favorite Christy was the one that Robin Williams played in the movie What Dreams May Come. Beautiful movie. Love that. Another beautiful movie is The Shack. Oh, I had discovered that one. I think it actually might have been recommended to me. Maybe. I don't know, but it was... I watched that just before we moved into this place here. And powerful, intense movie, let me tell you. It invokes the emotions. It's a big one. It's about a man having to forgive somebody for a very horrendous thing. Let's just put it that way. It evokes those tears for some of us that can relate to those kinds of things, maybe on that extreme scale, and how we are supported through it. So I love it. So What Dreams May Come and The Shack is kind of a blending of what I believe, right? Not that I made those, but when I watched those, it resonated in me going, yeah, I think that's it. That feels like that would be it, right? Could be. It's my eagle feather and my owl. Then there's some little feathers. I think there's a hawk in there too. I made it for like my hair. Actually, this was a little feather. These little ones, my mom had made a little hair piece. Then I added on my eagle feather and my my owl. The owl that I found. It's so soft. So soft. Yeah, I'm a little rough today. See, some tears came out. You can tell when my eyes are popping green. It's to joke around. I'm gonna go out. I gotta get my cry on. I'm gonna get my eyes popping, right? Weirdo. Yeah, I had a little trigger. The PTSD I deal with. I'm trying not to claim it, right? Try not to claim some things. I'll claim the Aspie though, or Auntie, right? I like how Agony Auntie says it. Be a bit Auntie, right? Because that feels like me. It really does. All I see that feels like me. Look at Liam. Feels like me. And I don't want him to go through when I went through having to suppress everything, trying to look normal for everybody. And when your little bit of weird quirkiness comes out, they tend to, I don't know, back away from you or whatever. Or you're just maybe too weird for them. I don't know. Anyways, that's not what triggered. What triggered is, for me, there's been lots of abuse in my life. I've seen and witnessed lots. I'm not the only one either. Okay, remember, right? We share here, not like we're the only ones, is to show that we are not the only ones. We're not alone in this. There's somebody here that has gone through something similar, right? Not something, many. Oh, so many have gone through things that are not such pleasant things to go through, right? But makes us stronger. I mean, you know what? And it's even stronger not to fall into those traps and follow the way they hurt you, to continue repeating those. Say, no, I'm going to do something different. Right? Thank you. Say, I'm going to go do something different. I'm not going to follow the crowd. And what do you get? I don't want to follow the crowd. Look at that. I chose like a purpley candle today. It's kind of reddish on the bottom too because we need those groundings. It's solid. Right? I don't know if you can tell there. Kind of reddish brown, right? So that grounding, keeping us solid. But that purple, we're reaching up, right, to the truth. To the source, right? That golden infinity light that helps us flow. Can we see that over there? Hard to tell. Can't see my angels, but that's okay. Look at the candle kind of matches the top of my cup. See? Strong women. May we know them, raise them, and be them. Here, here. Working on that. So the trigger today. Talking to my kids. I saw this little thing in the Canadian Tire flyer, right? The backyard. So I'm looking at my backyard going, I got a huge backyard. Do the healing grounds. I want the healing grove. Therapy Thursday. So this is Thursday. Therapies. Therapies for the kids. For the families. The Begin Within therapies. Right? Begin Within the home. So I don't know if you can get my little thing. See? That's Ariana. Quick little sketch she was doing. I'm a little teapot playing with a tetherball. Of course it's not clear, but... Right, this is just a rough sketch yesterday. Got to get back into it. So this is what I call my Begin Within kids healing grounds, right? Have apparatus here to play on and be similar, right? Kind of that idea, right? But I got lots of wood in the back. It's going to be shells, but I think I'm going to make this out of this. There's a nice big tree in the back there, too. I thought maybe I could do a tree house back there and a zip line coming all the way down to this one. Wouldn't that be cool? That'd be a lot of fun. Never mind the little kids. Us big kids could have fun on this, too. So I'd have to make it strong enough that us big kids could try it, too. Then there's this little swing. I thought that would be fun. Look at that. It's like a dream catcher swing. You see that? Yeah. So that's what this thing's supposed to be. And I thought one of those spinny things would be fun. Or like an in-ground wading pool or something. Right, just something shallow. And then Seth reminded me that they had thing where you put the kiddie pool in, then you could take it out, then you have a fire pit. Right? I don't know if I'll do that. Anyways, so that's like a healing grounds for the kids, right? We had the ropes courses, the working together, zip lines, but having the families come in and do that because the kids are still young. So my backyard is going to be dedicated to the healing of the children. Like I'm dedicated to the healing of the children, but not just the little children, also these children, right? That's me, my little baby, healing those inner childs, right? We've got to heal that inner child, especially if we have any kind of dealings with any outer children, especially if we have dealings with outer children, whether we have our own children or we work with children or whatever that is. We need to heal these inner children so that we're not projecting stuff on those children, right? Whether it be, oh, suck it up or whatever it is, right? My trigger was being ignored. So I was talking to them about that today, and I just get these stares, right? And it's first thing in the morning. Triggers me into, am I speaking some sort of foreign language? I'm talking about something fun. So what, like, and you're still ignoring me. It's too early in the morning to ignore me, right? We did our smudge and stuff, and it's just, I'm getting into emotional time, so I need to look at that too. It's not my kids' fault. They're not responsible for my emotions, right? They're not responsible for yours either. Our kids are not responsible for our happiness. It's truth, man. Kids are not responsible for our happiness. That's an inside job. We are all responsible for our own happiness, right? Tap into your joy, tap into your happiness, and share from there, right? Start with that love. I was just watching a little thing on how to create a movement. Right, three lessons they learned from creating a movement. It was a hijabi girl. I don't know, she's beautiful. No, I think hijabi is what they wear on the heads. Please excuse me for using the wrong terms, but she was a beautiful girl. And it was a TED Talk that I just watched. And creating a movement, she started teaching girls self-defense. And then it's grown from there into an international thing. So it's kind of similar to what I'm doing here. It's a self-defense, but not in self-defense to protect your physical, but and even defense. Because defense means there's offensive, right? Offensive and defensive. If we get out of there, that's conflicting. Conflicting and separating. It's not a, it's a preparation, right? Like bear, right? Gets prepared for hibernation. Like squirrels and all that gathering. It's that preparation. It's not defenses. We're not building up our defenses. It's our resources. We're building up our resources. And that's what we need. Because when those times come in, we need those things to reach out to and to help us out. To help us go, whoa, wait a second. Right? Like that SNAP program. Stop now and plan, right? What's the hard thoughts? What's the soft thoughts? Like what thoughts are making your problem seem bigger, maybe insurmountable? What thoughts help make them seem, yeah, it's tough, but I can get through this, right? What are those for you? What kind of therapies do you do? Like there's all sorts of therapies. We have like physical therapies and actual physical therapy. Right? We have mental therapies. Right? We have, what else? What other kind of therapies are there? Talk therapies. Like we went through so many different kinds of therapies in my psychotherapy classes. So many. Did you know like there's body psychotherapy? Body holds memories. And sometimes there's a certain touch or a certain smell that will trigger something we don't quite know. And it can throw us off sometimes. Especially if we haven't done those deep dives to see what our littles have to say. You know? What did you go through? What did you want to tell me? You know? Who didn't listen? Because I'm here to listen now. Right? That's what we need to do. All of our littles needed that, right? Maybe you had that, and that's wonderful, right? And then you can help share that out to others because you had experience on how that felt for you. I know I did, right? I talk about my family and feeling lonely and left out in the cold, but that does not mean that I haven't seen and completely appreciate those people that have been there for me as best as they can be, because they've got stuff going on in their lives too, right? But in some way they reach out, let me know they're here for me. You know, I feel those loving vibes, and I hope they feel mine coming right back too. Because that's what it's about. It's about sharing that, knowing we are all in this together. We're all in this together. We're all going to experience these life lessons on some level in some way. Right? Whether it's directly or indirect ways. Right? We've all gone through abuse. We've all seen abuse. All of us in many different ways, right? We've got like big traumas or little traumas, right? Whether it was something that would be traumatizing to anybody or something that was, you know, a little T that was just traumatizing to us, right? And the stigmas to those words, because we're not all traumatized by the same things. No, like look, some people are deathly afraid of dogs. But somebody who loves dogs might not quite understand how you can be deathly afraid of these beautiful little, friendly little creatures, right? Well, did one attack you when you were a kid, right? So it's that understanding. We all have our little T's and our big T's, and not all of us go around advertising them and wearing them on our sleeves, right? So we don't know. We do not know. So we need to be sensitive, right? We need to be sensitive. And not push ourselves, not just onto our littles, but onto other people too. And not take other people's stuff personally, right? Everybody's traumatized here. And we can choose to take somebody else's actions and traumatize ourselves again, and taking their action personally against us. Or we can go, no, what is this highlighting in me? So then I'm not going to continue this back and forth. I'm lashing out at you, you lash out at me. Where do we go? Where do we go when we keep doing that kind of stuff, right? It's not about being against anything, it's about being for, right? I'm not against anything, okay? Even abuse. I know that sounds awful. I am not against abuse. I'm not for it either, right? I'm for healing. I'm for educating. I'm for learning new ways, right? Because once we get against something, right, what you resist persists, right? And then we're just adding more anger into that pot. We're not diffusing it. It's like I was saying the other day. Sometimes if we're punching a pillow or screaming, sometimes that's just building up that anger, and it's not diffusing it and not releasing it in a healthy way. So if we have that healthy anger where there is something that is not right, policies need to change. But if we go in there fighting mad, right? What's that do? It's going to close those ears. It's not going to open those things up, right? Then it just becomes a dispute, and we forget what we're even fighting for, because then it becomes like personal attacks or whatever. And the whole point gets lost in it. Hey, because we're humans here. So don't be hard on yourself. We have all got caught up in something. Nothing wrong with it, right? Whether you stay there or not, that's your choice. We all have a choice. Free will beings here, right? We're all in this together. But we do need to speak up. We do need to look at that inside job. Stop blaming everybody else, right? We are responsible for these littles now. Okay, nobody else. We can't blame mom, dad, grandparents, whoever, right? We're bringing that ancestral wounding. That's in us, right? But we need to heal that. We're full-grown adults. We are responsible for these littles and all the littles in our lives, right? But they're not in our lives. And all the littles that might be watching us. Those eyes are always there. So, therapies. What do you do for your therapies? Just talking. This is kind of a therapy for me. Doing my cards. It's kind of like a therapy. Connecting with Source. That's the best therapy. It's when you connect in and tap into that source, the true source within you. It's all there. We all have it. We're all able to. You tap it, you know. You know. You just know. You're part of this beautiful, amazing thing that our little human minds can't even begin to even fathom. Right? Look at how we explore ourselves, right? We get to know ourselves and how we're constantly changing. Imagine that on that grander scale of the great oneness divine, it getting to know itself. Discovering all those littles. All those different littles inside. All those different personalities we got. All the different ways we can express ourselves. And we can do that too, right? We're on the micro scale. Wow. I feel better. I feel better after that little talk, so thank you. Thank you. Therapy Thursdays. Hope that helps you too. Anything else? Let me know. Get those comments coming in. Share it out. Would really appreciate that. Maybe somebody else would too, if it helps them, right? But it's helping you. It might help some other people too, right? I mean, I'm not too big on that self-promotion because it's not about me. So this way it grows very slow and steady because I'm not a pushy kind of person. So somebody disagree. That's okay. I get pushy with my friends, so I know it's good for them. But in a fun, playful way. It's still their choice, right? So yeah, share it out. That would be awesome. Get it out there, and let's see more. Would you like to get on and share what you do for your therapy on a Thursday? Bring you on here, or if you wanted to just send me a little note or something, I could read that. You can participate that way. You don't have to come online if you're too shy to do this. I mean, look at me, right? You probably look better than this anyways, right? So, not better. Forget that. We're all beautiful beings, right? It's a come as you are. So, I am. I thank you as you are, right? Thank me as I am too. So, anyway, so you don't have to come on video. What you're comfortable with, okay? But it would be awesome for some sharing. Yeah, you can send me a letter. Okay, write it down. I don't want to put it in the thing, but anybody that watches, you can get my address and send me a letter. 757 Cameron Street, K9J 4A1. Okay, and send my letters here to begin within. All right, then I know they're for the business. You could write YouTube or whatever. If you like, send an email, christianna at beginwithinyou.org. The letter U. You can send them there. If you're on the Facebook, you can message me on the Facebook, on the SOS Tech. Yeah, the SOS tech. So look up that group. I think you can just ask to join or something. I'm not too sure. But there's help on there. I got my psychotherapy peeps on there, my SD peeps on there. So anybody else that's, help it grow. Because it's to help all, right? Remember, this is not about me. This is about all of us, right? We're all in this together. This is about our littles and how we're going to help our littles. The ones that are still little right now, so that they don't have to come to this adult side and go, okay, now look at all the shit I gotta clean up. Right? Okay. So there we go. Okay, let's what shall we do? Oh, let's do a medicine woman tarot card. We'll pull a medicine woman tarot card for Therapy Thursdays today. To keep in mind for our Therapy Thursdays today, I'll go on and do my daily guidance. Maybe another morning star spread, or maybe we haven't done the main path left and right. Or did we do that this week? Did we do that this week? So I can't remember. That's all right. See, it's all right. Okay. And then I'll go on my SOS tech. I'll do a little live thing there. I'm really hurting today. Okay. Let's call in all the directions. The east is clarity, fire, illumination. The south is water, emotions, the innocence. The west is the physical, the woman, the earth. And the north is the wisdom, years, the air, the mental. South to north is our earth walk. East to west is the blue road of spirit. Okay, and then we go above. I'm really tired. Below. And within. Well, I don't just look really tired. I am really tired. Even though I've gone to bed early and then I get up earlier. I'm like, okay, well, how does that help? I get to bed an hour early, I'm up an hour early. That's not more sleep. I just sleep so much, I guess. Okay, we've called all of our directions here. Okay, thank you, God Jesus. All our loving guides here from the Medicine Woman Tarot. What's the card to focus on today? Look at that, jumped right out like that. The rebirth. Wasn't it death yesterday or the other day? We just had a death card, one of the other ones. Early stage of adeptship. Of apprenticeship, whatever. Rebirth of the living spirit. Look at that. And that reminds you of little baby Jesus, eh? Mary and Joseph there. Would have been snowy when he was born. Well, it's snowy here on this side of the earth. So, rebirth. That's the sun card. The sun is coming out. So what do you see, right? This is the summertime coming. Of course, that sun's going to be shining more. And therapies, right? When we're going through those therapies, those talk therapies, or when you go in the spiritual director class, we talk about the spiritual rebirths, right? There's always these mini deaths and rebirths. I've talked about that in here too, in our right? Mini death, mini rebirth, right? And then the pause in between each one, right? So what is that for you? What were the things that you did that helped you in your rebirth time, right? Because sometimes we can get stuck. Like, birth isn't always an easy process. Sometimes there's breach. Sometimes we need emergency C-sections, So even our rebirths throughout life, not always the easiest, prettiest little process there, right? But well worth it. Well worth it, right? Because after we go through that struggle and that pain of that birth, what's that feeling afterwards? Whoa. Right? Whoa. If you haven't gone through that yourself, talk to somebody. They'll tell you, yeah, there's all this pain. But as soon as that baby's out, gone. As if by magic. All you see is this beautiful baby in your arms. Right? Do that for yourself, too. Give that rebirth to that little child. Needs to know it's accepted. Well, not this one, okay? This is me. I will do that. I'm in charge of this one. You're in charge of the ones in you, okay? But we could help each other with that too, right? Because we can get our inner littles and get out and play. Like in this backyard. Those healing grounds are going to be for those big kids too. It's coming. Anybody else want to come and volunteer and jump in and let's get this together here? Like, I've got the wood in my garage, they were going to be shelves, but there's shelves already in my garage. I don't need that wood for shelves. I can start building this right now. So who wants to come help give this rebirth to this begin within home? And then we can share it around with everybody. Rebirth. Okay, there we go. Much love. Biggest heart hugs ever. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Share. I saw Mrs. Kitter. Oh, I think that was on the SOS Tech. But a great advice. It was in counseling. She had wrote down all of her good memories. Write down all your good memories and you put them in a fishbowl. So then on a bad day, pull out one of your good memories. That's a way to help shift those things. So that's a great little trick. Some people use a kindness jar or something like that. You can write little kind words or whatever. Put them in a jar whenever you need to hear it. Pull that out. God boxes are good too. Writing down that prayer and putting it in your God box. It's like a mailbox just for God. Right? And then taking those out later. I've done that myself and seen how things come up. Like I think I put the new van in one of my God boxes that I made. And the house was on there. As well as like doing the vision boards and stuff like that. You're keeping it in your mind. It's that brain, because the brain will focus and help to get that for you. Maybe. Is that how it works? Experiment it with yourself. What experiments have you done too? All right? That helped you. What was therapy for you that others might not consider therapy? Right? For me, I wanted to do Crazy Chrissy Carr's dance therapy. Right? Move through that music. Whatever you're feeling, let it move and shift through you, right? Energy and motion, that's how you shift it. Get it moving. Okay, so that's great. I'll be back. Biggest heart hugs ever. Thank you for being you and shining your light through in everything you do, because this world needs you. Yes, it does. And I'm so glad you're here. Thank you.